Are we not used to getting what we want as UFC fans? I dare you to say no. Uncle Dana and the brass have kept us spoiled, sometimes overlooking logical matchups to deliver the most crowd-pleasing fights. I don't know anyone who doesn't want to see Tom Aspinal and Jon Jones in the octagon. John teased that it might not be in the cards, but I ain't gonna hold you. In Dana, I trust. Rumors are swirling from sources and the fighters themselves that negotiations are underway. Jones is already posting from the gym, and Aspinall is showing video footage of a meeting, promising big news on the way. I mean, he's showing all his new teeth.
How's it going? I'm gonna bang this out and I'll come right out.
Okay, perfect. Drop this way. Just finished off. It's now 3:43 AM. Just had a meeting with Dana, the other UFC brass hunter, and all success. I'll see you next time. Big news coming. Big news.
Now, Colby Covington taking on Joaquin Buckley isn't getting enough attention, so let's fix that. What's the storyline for Colby? I love a good storyline. Maybe I'll make a new segment called Storytime with Lionhead 33, where we can explore some potential narratives. Colby seems out of the title picture, possibly nearing the end of his career. What's the plan? Don't get me wrong, I think Buckley has a real test ahead of him. Colby can stand and deliver as well as use cardio as a weapon to cook his opponents, the deep water tactic. Buckley is like the Kansas City Chiefs this season. Not bad, but he keeps finding ways to win. If Buckley wins, I'm curious about that storyline too. UFC 310 is the next pay-per-view we have to look forward to. Sorry to admit, there are fights other than the main event that sold my ticket. Ian Gary versus Shavkat Rakhmonov is the main one on my radar. You know I'm in it, Mo, when someone's gots to go. Rakhmonov is undefeated with a 100% finishing rate. You heard me what I said, 100%. Gary is also undefeated, but he's had the judges let him know that a few times. My standout memory of him is the skill he showcased against Neil Magny, among others. Keep this in mind. Rakhmonov is accepting this fight in place for the title bout he was originally scheduled for against champion Belal Muhammad before Belal got hurt. Cyril Gane versus Alexander Volkov is a heavyweight fight I didn't know I needed. After the whole Jon Jones thing, Cyril needs some redemption in the eyes of fight fans. That win against Spivak didn't do anything for me. I had high hopes for Gane, but his inexperience started to show, and now I'm just annoyed. I like my destroyers with a mean edge. He seems too nice and hasn't shown that mean streak. Volkov is on a 4-fight win streak, and that streak has the heads of other thought-to-be contenders in the division on it. I don't know how, but I can see Volkov adding the nice guy to his mantle. Then we have Bryce Mitchell against Kron Gracie. Gotta love Bryce as a brother in Christ. I admire how he proclaims his faith unapologetically. So, I do pray for a victory for Bryce, but I'm excited to see him test his ground game against a Gracie. If you have to ask why, what are you doing here? Just kidding. Everyone is welcome. There are names sprinkled throughout this card. Kennedy Nzechukwu, Clay Guida versus Chase Hooper, Chiesa versus Max Griffin, Chris Weidman, and the Brain Battle Vess, Rude Boy Randy Brown. What? Aljamain Sterling, Anthony Smith, Dominic Reyes, Vicente Luque, count me in. And I didn't even mention the main event yet. Alexandre Pantoja versus Kai Asakura. I had to familiarize myself, and honestly, I'm not thrilled. Pantoja has won me over, and I won't say anything bad about him, but I haven't cared about the flyweight division in a while. It just doesn't seem deep enough or interesting. So, seeing former two-time Risen champion Asakura make his UFC debut for the title doesn't surprise me. What else could you do with this division? Kai is moving down from bantamweight, but I think his debut could be a wake-up call. Manel Cape isn't exactly the cream of the crop in the UFC, and that's the only name I recognize off his record. I believe once again the UFC proves there are levels. If you wanted more, there's always more. Like, share, and comment. Subscribe if you want to see this channel keep going, Lionites. This is Lionhead MMA.